So inflation, the rate at which stuff increases in prices, hit 9% today. Depending on which inflation forecast you care to look at, most expected it to peak at between 6 and 8%. So it's flown past that. The so-called experts in finance have underestimated how bad the cost of living crisis was set to become. And it's not stopping yet. Inflation can be taken as an indicator of how well the economy is doing. The lower it is means people are spending, buying goods, which helps businesses grow, employ more staff. More tax revenue is taken as a result, and that frees the government up to print more money to run the country with. Tax doesn't actually pay for anything, you see. In a country that has control of its own currency, as ours does, the government prints money to pay for stuff. Taxation simply removes money from the economy after. Otherwise, printing money without taking it out again would drive inflation up too. I'm not mad. That's literally how taxation really works. Think about it. Taxes weren't put up before we were able to pay for the pandemic, were they? Dido Harding wasn't made to wait for her $37 billion to waste on track and trace until the government had collected the tax to cover it, did she? Anyway, that's how it should work, but I digress. Inflation is rising now because we aren't spending. With less cash in our pockets, with the cost of everything rising beyond our means, we can't spend. We have no money to spend. The economy depends on us spending, though. So businesses depending on us spending. If we aren't spending, then they start to shrink. Jobs are lost. Some go under completely. So anyway, the government could do several things here to stop this, to help. They could put more money in our pockets, raise benefits and pensions, reverse the ridiculous national insurance hike. They won't do any of it. They could reduce the cost of some things to help, increasing taxation on certain sectors doing well to offset costs. Those energy companies, for example, and the massive profits they're making, but the Tories won't do that either. A wealth tax could offset much of the expense to us, could rebalance things quickly and significantly, raising billions. They won't do that. The wealthy are their funders. It's not in Tory party interest to have the rich act in a way that benefits us instead. God forbid. They're tanking the economy, blighting our lives as a result, and even as many are ending up in destitution, so far they refuse to change tack. And as crappy as Labour's windfall tax proposal that the Tories voted down last night was, it was at least a nod in the right direction, even if it wouldn't have touched the sides in practice. We need a lot more than tinkering from Labour, and the Tories need to stop putting their ideology first. Johnson said during the pandemic, people should worry more about the economy than their lives. Well, he's screwing up both right now.